Alright, so let's go. pfanne. I don't remember playing him before, but maybe it's just not the most distinctive of usernames. Let's see. We didn't pick the best direction to scout in. We've only discovered 4... okay, so here's a large field. Lots of aluminum. Settling on that could be really good. So far water's low. If we don't find more water, but we did, I was going to say we could settle robotic on the aluminum. So far, iron and carbon are very low. Okay, so here's where all the iron is, it would seem. We're going to go and settle on that. Let's see.
You must be a rather skilled researcher yourself. I couldn't have found a more promising site even with all my years of experience.
And do we have a better aluminum? We'll get ready to cancel this in case we see a better aluminum close to our base. But we don't. Okay, so that would be good. Scavenger territory. Alright, yep, so pfanne's got a nice spot picked out, so do we. Could be better, but pretty much fine as is. We'll sell them that iron. No one else is going to be going for the iron. Why he... Okay, he's grabbing the more distant but high aluminum. That'll be good money for him. He was the second to settle, so... he's going to get some free claims and earlier access to the black market. He'll be able to access the black market twice as fast as we do, but the effects of sabotage against us will be reduced by 50%. So I guess that balances out, except that he's going to be the one spending money if he wants to sabotage us. We could sell down the carbon, but that would help with Rusty's expansion. This will be nice for a glass triangle. We also want to claim the water, claim the water fairly early. So yeah, we'll put reactors down over there.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4.
I'm willing to go to 12,000 for this, but beyond that, it's probably a bad idea. Okay, so we got the geothermal right next to pfanne's base here. And we'll go and drop geothermal now. And so that's going to delay our HQ upgrade. So it might not have been worth it to build it right away. Especially since I'm not going to have the money to buy a Goon Squad unless I sell down the resources that I need to upgrade. So I think if he mutinies it, it'll only be for a minute rather than 2 minutes, which isn't as crippling as it could be. So let's see if we can leave it undefended, at least for a little bit. How close are we to the upgrade? Steel is ticking in slowly. Steel and aluminum at the same rate. We could sell down some aluminum, although it will only help our opponent upgrade faster. Yeah, if I was going to buy something, it'd be another claim, and not the Goon Squad. Need more to construct. We'll get that out there. If he wants to mutiny us, there's nothing we can do about that. If he mutinies us, we can go and power surge the area. That would be good for a lark. It would slow down his growth. He's making good money off of the aluminum. That might be worth... well, this guy's making us even more money. Alright, if we can afford a Goon Squad, I would like to do that. He took the high water. That was definitely smart. And that blocks us off from making a diamond or a triangle. So that was a really good move there. Let's see. I think we're going to move into glass. But then we're going to be paying a lot for oxygen. That might not be worth it. I think it's 0.25 oxygen for... well, with the adjacency bonus, we could overcome some of that. Okay, let's sell this down then. And build out glass. Oh, he's going for the higher water. This could be really bad for us. Yeah, so that's all of the higher water taken. We can steal the water.
1,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000.
Alright, so I have more debt.
1,000, 9,000.
If I make him pay 16,000, I'll be happy with that. And if not, I can just steal his water. Alright, steal water and aluminum. Sure. Go for a mix, and then we'll dedicate ourselves fully to glass here. Tadaki asked if this is an interesting single-player game. I think it could be. That's the part of the game that still needs a lot of work. Soren is really reworking the single-player campaign. Ah, so this guy's got his own power online. So we don't need to worry about getting a goon squad for our geothermal, I don't think. But I prefer the multiplayer. That's just a personal preference there. I'm sure some people do enjoy the game for the single-player experience. But it is the part of the game that is getting the most work at the moment. This game is still probably almost a year away from official release. Alright, so pfanne's doing really well. He's already at level 3. I should sabotage him somehow. He's losing money off of that. We could mutiny the water. I think mutiny the water is a good plan here, but we need to upgrade first. Our glass is making us decent money, so at least there's that. Yeah, that early geothermal slowed us down and really didn't pay off for us. We also spent a lot on the auctions, which makes our debt quite a bit higher, and is what's hurting our stock price here. Okay, so how close we're to the upgrade? Glass needs O2. Ship. Ship. And sell down some of that steel. Wait for the glass to come in. And now the glass is in. Upgrade.
We'll have more facilities open in no time.
Do I want to right here? Yes, yes I do. It'll make it harder for him to EMP or power surge us.
Services to the highest bidder.
3,000, 4,
And so these pirates would be quite good.
5,
So I don't know if I want to add too much more to my debt, but I at least want to make pfanne pay for those pirates.
1,000, 9,000.
So let's do the math on the glass. Glass is 120 times 200. That's 200,000. I can't afford, or 20,000. I can't afford to lose that, so I'm gonna bid at least 20,000. If he wants to go to 24,000, then that's his business. All right, so that's just adding to our debt even more. Let's see. We'll buy the claim and then drop maybe not reactors, but farms instead. That'll probably be better. Yeah, food is bound to go up in price as well. We'll get all of that going. And we should pick up a goon squad for our glass. Okay, we'll keep our steel just to get to the upgrades sooner. Sell down a little glass. And we have more pirates to use. Do I want to keep on stealing this water? The price of water is reasonable, as is the price of aluminum, so we'll do that.
I hate those filthy bandits.
And now it's just a matter of getting to the next upgrade level. Pfanne is already at level 4.
The black market is online.
We could, once this finishes, we could throw an EMP over here. Our farms and our reactors are making decent money. Alright, do I want to Goon Squad protect some of the glass? It is making us decent money, or I'd rather turn this around. How much is that going to cost us to repair? Almost nothing. It's just a matter of delaying our power temporarily. I could go and underground nuke this aluminum. It's fairly cheap. Cut that income in half. Alright, so upgrade time. Yes.
We'll have more facilities open in no time.
Okay, the glass is making us good money. We could drop a quick solar. Something of ours was underground nuked. Our aluminum, as was it? We've been targeted by an underground nuke. Yeah, our aluminum got hit there. As scientific though, we went from medium to low instead of medium to trace. So that's good. He's got more water online over here. Water's not worth as much as it used to be, I think. I need to start making a lot of good money. But all the open water is taken. So I think we're going to need slant drilling. Which means buying up a bunch of chemicals. Dropping a patent lab. And I don't want to go too much more into debt here. But it looks like I'm going to. Alright, so we could push out some solar. Maybe get some silicon going.
The black market is online.
Something of ours was just mutinied. The power, that's gonna hurt. Alright, so we could push out wind, or we could go for another geothermal. Alright, our debt is not in good shape. We want slant drilling.
Your stock is being bought.
Our stock, eh?
Your stock is being bought. Your stock is being bought.
Oh no, oh no. Alright, sell down all the steel, pay down some of our debt. Okay, 3 claims. Until I finish slant drilling out, I don't really want to use them. I want to use that on the farms and the reactors. Well, we're actually getting good money off of that. Go and repair this. And free up money for a mutiny. Mutiny that geothermal. Turn the power tables around. And then probably some sort of a EMP or other sabotage. Alright, 3 claims. We are 2/3 of the way to slant drilling. And then we can get some more of these guys going. Teleportation would be nice, but I don't think it's worth it at the moment. We need to get that debt under control. We can hang around at level 4 since we're not using our claims, which means I can sell down the glass without feeling too bad about that. Units are powered by water, no thank you. Although with the current price of power, that might not be an outrageous decision. Alright, so we finished slant drilling. Let's drop a reactor here, and a farm here, and here. Okay, we can take the upgrade next. Let's see, the price of chemicals isn't outrageous. We could get teleportation to save on the fuel and not risk being killed by pirates. Or we could scrap that, The Offworld prices, I think, weren't the best. Yeah, it's gonna be oxygen if we ship anything Offworld. Alright, let's take the up. No, I don't want to spend that money. We could go for another claim. Pick up another mutiny. Mutiny that. Okay, so we've got all of that mutiny down. Let's see, have we been adding to our opponent's debt? Yes, his debt is catching up, and we'll go and repair that. And start buying in here. I really should get to the next upgrade though. Let's see, we'll wait until we have the steel, but we can sell down some of the glass. Sell right down to the 80, sell down all of the fuel. And keep buying into our opponent. We need that obviously to win, but it also makes us harder to buy out. So overall, while we're waiting for the steel and aluminum to come in, I'll just keep buying into pfanne here. And power is still outrageously expensive. Let's see, what can I sell down? Sell down the food. Sell down the glass. Grab another mutiny, the other geothermal. And we just need a little aluminum. Aluminum is not outrageously expensive. Go and upgrade there and build out another farm. And what else is making us good money? Steel's not bad. Neither is glass. Well, actually, glass is not good either. Alright, well, we'll go really hard into food, and then we'll go and buy a goon squad for the center of that. A couple claims left. We could grab nanotech. 1100. No, we can't afford that at the moment. Okay, so he's got an Offworld online. That's probably goon squad protected, and he's probably shipping oxygen. Okay, we need to get to 100,000 in resources. We have 50, so we're half of the way there. We just need to keep the money flowing in. That means protecting the farm, which means freeing up the money for that. And alright, what's the cheapest sabotage? We could power surge. He's not making any money off of that. Carbon, he's making decent money. We could power surge the carbon. Or the water. That seems, oh, he's losing money on water too. Aluminum, he's making okay. Okay, so we'll power surge his carbon the next time the black market unlocks. And what's my money supply at? Resources at 82. Alright, so we'll power surge the carbon. Well, that's not very much money there either. I guess we can just mutiny his power again. Still making good money off of that, and we have 100,000, we need 50,000 more. That Offworld is kind of scary. We could build one of our own, but that would cost us 24,000. Let's see, we could use a really cheap black market to clear the goon squad and then mutiny it. Alright, let's build out some more reactors. And the price of fuel is still really cheap. None of these are going to be useful for us. We could scrap this and build out. Do I have anything accumulated that I'm not selling? We could go for a hacker ray and hacker ray steel. Since he's scavenger, he's not going to have any steel. And that might be the better option than the Offworld. Drop a reactor over here. Oh, needs water. These guys are out of range. Okay, so delete that. Reactor over here, so we're at least in range, and start auto supply. Okay, so he's going double Offworld, And it looks like he may have bought a goon squad for that, but I can test it by sending a power surge down this way. And do we have enough money for the buyout yet? Resources... no, we're still 50,000 away. Alright, so we're gonna go and short steel. Increase the value of that. And now we're losing money on power. And we're losing money on glass. We can turn that off. I guess, are we losing money on anything that
The black market is
costs a lot of
online.
electricity? So this thing consumes 0.2 electricity, but we're not making enough money off of that. Okay, so let's try it. We'll send a power surge through this way. Okay, Goon Squad defended. We need 200,000. We've got 9,000 in funds and 7,000 there, so we're getting closer. I think once this hack comes through, we might be set. The food, is the food losing us money now? Leave the center one on? No, we'll have to turn that off. We could research nanotech. We'll want to repair this. Okay, so the power is now adding to our debt. It's one bad thing about getting a lot of our power off of mutinied stuff. Okay, he's at 50% buyout. I think we're a lot closer though, so we shouldn't panic just yet. We're at 180. We need 40,000 more.
Servers. Price manipulation begins shortly.
And, well, we can switch more of these guys over to reactors. Since I don't think the price of food is going to recover. And an EMP. Let's see. Alright, GG pfanne. So there was a period where I had really bad debt and things were looking a little rough. pfanne did a good job keeping ahead of us as far as the upgrade level went, but in the end, he had more claims, but our claims were more efficient moneymakers. Alright, so chat, what do you want to see? Does pfanne want a rematch? Do you want to see another free-for-all? Or a duel with whoever happens to join our lobby? Yeah, GG pfanne. If you want a rematch, we can certainly do that. And Hurricane, is this good? If you're referring to the game, I definitely enjoy the game. Different people enjoy different kinds of games, so you'll have to decide that for yourself. Alright, pfanne, I will go and create another duel that you can join. Whatever I think has the highest educational value. So I think the 1v1s have the most educational value because you really need to think about what you're doing and you really need to analyze what your opponent's doing. Well, I mean, not that I was fantastic at that, but I certainly look at my opponent and what he's doing a lot more than I would in a free-for-all game where it's just at the moment, because I'm worried about managing all of my stuff. I don't really have the attention to spare to look at the, 3 to 7 other players or whatever. So the duel, I think you do get, you have to think about the most parts, all the moving pieces. Alright, good luck pfanne. Let's see. what we're gonna go for now.
Levels of water found.
That's
Medium levels
water
of
nearby, scientific, but we'll put that right
What a
there.
nice location for a lab. Well done on finding it. Now then, the day is ticking, and there is much research to be done.
high levels of carbon found. Low levels of silicon found. Ooh,
Alright, we'll sell down a little of that. Ah, there was a high aluminum there if we had
high
waited.
levels of aluminum found. Medium levels of silicon
And we'll sell down the carbon and the silicon, try to get over to the upgrade as soon as possible.
levels of silicon
We've got the steel and the aluminum ticking in now. And pfanne's still looking around for a good spot. He could find a superior spot. So I chose scientific based off of this water field, but there's another large water field here. So the only way that scientific could backfire on you in a duel. I mean, I'm not a duel expert by any means. I've only played in like maybe 6 or 7 duel games. But scientific seems really strong. But if the map has no water, then perhaps robotic might be better.
Our growth is surpassing my most
Take the upgrade, complete that, and let's see, do I want the high that's more distant, or this one? What's the price of fuel going to be like? Let's grab the one that's nearby, although this would deprive our opponent of a close high aluminum source. Let's grab that, and then with our last claim,
Pirates are auctioning their services to the highest bidder.
2,000, 3,000.
I don't want to go beyond 10,000 for this. I think we spent a little too much on pirates that last game, but pirates could have hurt us quite a lot. All right, let's see. This thing's making 52 per second, so we'll steal that.
I hate those filthy bandits.
Now pirates have a 50% chance of stealing, and there we just stole 20 aluminum, which is pretty nice. They'll stick around until they steal 200 units. Alright, with that last claim, I think I want to get into power, and it'll probably just be solar. Although wind wouldn't be bad. Okay, solar. Drop that right here, and we can hook these guys up eventually. We'll buy that cheap claim, which means slowing down some of the steel.
The black market is online.
Buy the claim. And do I want to build out another solar right now? I think that would be a good plan. We need some silicon. Tons of silicon down here. And or we could race for the water. No, we're not gonna win. Alright, well, we'll worry about this water patch for now. It is, well, these guys would let us set up triangles. Alright, a water pump or power? We'll go power. We have enough for the geothermal because we've got triple steel, double aluminum. But going for the geothermal will delay our upgrade, whereas going for the solar will not. Alright, let's commit ourselves to the solar. We'll go and connect this up, so we're not paying the fuel cost to ship the aluminum in. As soon as it's contiguous with the base, they're transported by, I don't know, some sort of rail network, which is super fast and super efficient. Let's see, we just need glass now. What can I sell down? A little of the steel. Get the upgrade. And then we'll go into food or glass. Start going for the glass then. Glass triangle, and then food at the next upgrade level.
New land is available for auction. Bidding will begin at
Okay, so a random iron right next to us. That would be fine. I'll definitely make use of that. But I don't want to spend more than 10,000 on it. Alright, 6,000. I'm perfectly happy with that. Let's put up a steel mill. And then if we can free up some more money here. Selling this down does make it easier for our opponent to upgrade as well, but I want to pick up the claims while they're cheap. And we will have to remember to set these guys to auto supply. Okay, so with one claim, start auto supply. And do I want to get silicon mining going as well? Red Button Pusher asks if there's a cheat sheet out there. There probably is. I don't have one. I've been playing for long enough that I just sort of accumulate all the little bits of knowledge, although I don't have the building costs memorized, and that would definitely be useful if I did. Okay, so power, geothermal. Fine, let's do that. And we should do something with this tile. Solar would be okay. Alright, fine, we'll do solar here. With the adjacency bonus, that should make us some efficient money. Hey Kesbar, good morning to you too. Alright, so it's just glass we're waiting on for the upgrade. Well, maybe a little steel, but we can sell down more of this aluminum. The pirates are finally gone. Do I want to protect, Queen's Club protect anything in particular? The glass, maybe. The glass is making us 93, whereas the geothermal is only making us 44. Alright, fine, well, Queen's Club protect the glass. And then head over to the upgrade. Alright, so going into power here, pfanne went into wind, so... and that's not worth stealing. Alright, so that just sort of delayed our upgrade, but not by anything too scary. Let's put in some reactors here.
New patent up for auction. Bidding will begin at
1,000. 5,000.
And power is really cheap. I don't expect it to go much higher, so I'm not going to spend any more than 5,000 on that. But this will protect us at night if ever we have more demand than the geothermal outputs. Alright, and these guys probably want an EMP or even a power surge. If I can get the black market unlock before my construction finishes, then I'll send a power surge through. Yeah, this is going to work nicely. So we'll freeze those down. We're both scientific, so it's only for a minute, but it will eat into his cash. I'm not sure if that's completely worthwhile. We need a little more glass, a little more steel. We've met the steel costs. We can let the steel tick in, and then we'll go into farms.
Our growth is surpassing my most optimistic projections.
Farms there, and what are we making off of glass? Good profits there. Let's drop. We're at level 5. Do I want to make space for an off-world? Off-world prices are not impressive. Let's just make a glass diamond over here. Alright, so we've got a lot of debt, but we're also at level 5 versus pfanne at level 3, so we're in a really good position here. We don't want to sell down the aluminum and steel too much. It would make it too easy for pfanne to upgrade. Let's go and could steal a glass. Needs O2, auto supply for a minute. That probably wasn't worthwhile either. We can replace these guys with something else, like definitely put in a pleasure dome. And given the price of fuel, teleportation might be reasonable. Okay, we can invest in some chemicals. Like this. And put in a patent lab.
New land is available for auction. Bidding will begin.
4,000. 5,000.
Alright, so 6,000 is probably enough. If pfanne wins it, then I'll just start buying into his stock.
Sold.
Or we'll put a solar panel on that. Alright, we should pick up a claim off the black market next, and it looks like food's worth, well, a reactor. Pick up a claim and drop another reactor. Right there. Making reasonable money off of the pleasure dome. And we'll start on teleportation. Yeah, I think, well, virtual reality. That's $60 right there. How much are we? How much? Blimp, food, fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So using about 1 fuel per second, it'll be more profitable to do the virtual reality rather than the teleportation.
The black market is online.
Okay, do I want another claim? pfanne just got up to level 4. He's got some farms going here. They're making him $80 odd. Alright, so there we doubled our income from the pleasure dome to 120. And it looks like we've got this. We just have to wait for the stock delay timer. GG pfanne. Alright, so this will be my last game. Probably for today. I might have time late tonight for some more streaming, but I have to finish a report. So this will be the last game likely for today. What do you guys want to see? Yeah, GG pfanne. pfanne was off to a slow start there. It wasn't a bad start, but he couldn't throw down a steel triangle. I had pirates early on stealing his aluminum, and so he was slower to upgrade there. I don't know if he should have gone a little harder on bidding for the pirates, or if he should have settled somewhere else. I mean, there wasn't a better iron spot. He could have settled right beside me and stopped me from getting the iron triad, so we could have had 2 steel mills right beside each other. That would be the other option. That or bidding higher on the pirates, because he did have the high aluminum, whereas I only had, at least to start with, the medium, and then I grabbed this high aluminum just to stop him from having 2 high aluminums near his base. But otherwise, yeah, good game.